You just said you're a good cook and you're gonna make everything better. Why don't you make us dinner?
No, but I can get dinner for sure. Should we do like a lettuce or both?
I mean, we just had Mediterranean.
You're right. What's up, Joel?
Adrian, can you hear me? She's he's having a good laugh. Okay. I think we should go.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
I
you
can,
now.
I can hear you. I don't think she can.
She can't, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna.
Wait, is she looking now?
No, yes, she will open her eyes.
She has to
Yeah.
look.
Oh, well, I might just sign out.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I think she looks at the front door.
Wait, they're working on it. They're working on it.
They are working on it.
I am'd Luke.
Oh, she just got a message. I think. Yeah, they're talking to her.
We play tennis?
Not really, no, we played spike ball and played some music.
Oh, cool. Did you have fun?
There's,
Oh, there she is.
So Luke just told me that I was muted.
Okay, now we
Sorry
can hear,
about that.
I can hear you now.
We will start again. I don't know. Computer skills are not my best, so somehow I muted myself, but I'm not surprised. All right, we'll start again. So go ahead and take your comfortable seats. Rounding down into your sitting bones and lengthening through the crown of your head. And just for a moment, really tap into the experience of your body and the space where you find yourself in the world at this moment. Whether you're inside or out, just experience the sensation of the air and the temperature on your skin. Feel the space that your body takes up. The sensation of your body and the space around you. Feeling the sensation of breath in your nostrils. Feeling that sensation of breath as it flows in and out. A smooth and even tide of breath. In this moment, feel yourself as effortless. There's nothing to do, you're simply witnessing and noticing sounds and sensations. Be effortless. In just a moment, you're going to transition into being the doer. But right now, experience yourself as effortless. And try to bring some of that with you as you transition into this deep breathing so that you stay relaxed, not trying too hard. Together, let's fill the lungs, breathing in. Open mouth, exhale, sighing out. Let that feel like a relaxation, an emptying of body, mind, and breath. Big inhale fills you up. Big exhale empties you out. And do that one more time. Full lungs. And empty, sighing out. Feel that emptying of the mind as well as the body. Well, beginning to take some rounds of big belly breaths. You might notice that your body will move naturally. You don't need to create any movement, but if the body moves naturally, just let it be in this natural state. Sometimes it's helpful to bring the hands to the belly because this is the space you'll be filling. Diaphragmatic breaths beginning to deepen now. Breathing in Breathing out. Breath can be in through the nose and out through the mouth, or you can breathe in through the mouth and out through the mouth, whatever feels natural and best. And we'll begin to deepen this experience of breath together. One more. And then fill yourself all the way up. And empty yourself out completely. Big exhale through the mouth. And once you're empty, stay empty. Holding the breath out, gently tuck the chin down towards the throat. You're creating a container emptied of breath. In this emptiness, you find peace and stillness. Hold this empty space for as long as you can, but not to the point of strain. So you'll stay empty for as long as you can, enjoying the peace and the stillness of emptiness. When you need to, when that urge arises, you'll fill yourself back up. In that natural rise of breath when the body demands it. And once you have filled yourself back up, gently tucking the chin down towards the throat and holding with full lungs, inhale retention, counting off your count about 10 to 15 seconds. And when you are complete with your round, exhaling out and taking a moment to sit in this new space, new sensations that you have created through this breathing practice. You can gently turn the eyes up to the space between the eyebrows, looking up to the third eye point or maybe towards the midbrain. We'll begin a second round of this Wim Hof breathing. Let's take a breath in together. And exhale, sighing out. Stay nice and relaxed as you begin your 30 breaths. One more. And then fill yourself up. And empty yourself out completely. Sighing the breath out. And once you're empty, stay empty. This is exhale retention. Tuck the chin down towards the throat. No air in the lungs, and hold. Hold the empty space for as long as you can. In this emptiness is complete peace and stillness. You continue to hold if you're still able, but any time that you need to and that urgency to breathe in rises up, you'll fill yourself back up with breath. Gently, with full lungs, tucking the chin down towards the throat and holding full. Holding with air in the lungs for 10 to 15 seconds, your own count. Feeling that energy of prana, your vital life force, bathing the entire abdomen, up and underneath the collarbones to the throat, down into the pelvis. Plenty of energy in the brain, the chin at the throat, holding that gentle lock to keep too much energy from going to the brain. And when you're complete, exhaling, releasing, and pause to sit. Noticing any new sensations. You might have that sensation of energy rising up. Welcome any sensation just as it is. Observing. Taking a few more moments in this transition, taking the eyes to the space of the third eye point or the midbrain if they're not already gazing up. You might be noticing some color or light, maybe some visualizations happening there, and that's very normal. We're stimulating the pineal gland with this breath. If you do feel very lightheaded, just know that you could take the third round lying down on your back if you need to. And beginning the third round now together, let's breathe in. Exhale, sighing out. And bringing that relaxation as you begin to breathe. One more. And then filling yourself up, big breath in. Emptying out completely. Sighing out, emptying out, and then hold. Hold in that stillness of being empty. The chin down. Lots of oxygen in your body, so now push a little into this, holding a bit past comfortability. Continuing to hold the empty space for as long as you can. But when that sensation, that urgency arises to breathe in, of course, you fill yourself back up. And holding for full lungs, and take a little bit longer hold this time and inhale. Maybe about 30 seconds or so. Really feeling the fullness and spaciousness at the top of the lungs, the lift of the collarbones. Chin is down towards the throat. Everything is effortless as you hold. Feel the body expanding into the space around you, and recognize yourself as this spacious awareness. Eyes are turned up. And exhaling as you are ready, sitting in this peaceful, blissful space. Edges of the body begin to blur into the space around you, expanding and widening the edges of your body into the space around you. And taking this spacious awareness down with you now as you recline onto the floor, taking time to set up a comfortable and cozy nest for this meditation we'll be doing that's called Yoga Nidra, which means yogic sleep. You want to make sure you're very comfortable, body supported. So that means probably something under the knees so you can support the lower back. Perhaps something under the head to just create that gentle cushion for the skull and to lengthen and support the neck. Make sure that you feel cozy because your body will continue to cool down. And if you are in a bright space, probably something to gently cover the eyes. That little bit of darkness will help to turn the senses within, which is where you're headed now. Into that phase. In Yoga Nidra, the intention is to hover at the edge of sleep. But awareness remains. But you do hover in that edge between sleep and wake. Will allow yourself now into your space. Any final movements and adjustments? Because once we begin the meditation, you have a little time, so don't be afraid to make adjustments in the first couple of minutes. But once I remind you, you'll want to stay still. And so you set up your comfortable space now. And then settle in, surrender in, bones heavy to the earth. And just know that I'm here to hold space for you so that you can let go, surrender, and relax. And if the eyes are not closed already, close them now. Soften the eyes down towards the earth. Soften the muscles of the face and the jaw. Be effortless. Set your intention to move into Yoga Nidra, where you will hover at the edge of sleep, yet remain aware. Initially, begin by acknowledging that part of you that is eternally whole and complete. There is a part of you that is untouched by the experiences of your life, that is eternally whole and complete. Acknowledge that space now. Feel the insulation of that space. the ease of awareness. Awareness is the gateway to knowing, feeling, and remembering the part of you that is unchanging, that is always safe and whole. Awareness is the key. And remember to take it with you. Awareness goes with you at every step in this process. If you lose it, you can always come back to the experience and to the awareness. Come back to the experience of resting in wholeness and awareness. So now, if you feel organically that there's an image or a word that intuitively arises in this moment, that your intuition associates with that wholeness, that oneness, you can establish that now in your consciousness. It might be a word or an image or even a color that you recognize as representing that space of wholeness. And if it organically arises, acknowledge it now. The image or word or presence of the witness is available at any time in this process. Now, with the eyes closed, please become aware of sound. Initially conscious of the sounds that are most distant from you. And then progressively become conscious of sounds that are closer to the body. Eventually, it is if you enter your body and touch that dimension of awareness or presence. In so doing, you perceive that the sounds are more distant, and you are established in an inner presence. The sounds are distant. And now please become aware of sensation. Notice that some sensations are very unique and some are more familiar. There are the sensations of your skin in contact with your clothes, the sensation of the shape of your body. You felt those before, familiar. But then there are unique sensations, areas of openness, and also areas of contraction, limitation. Have the intention to let go of all contraction. If any feelings of restlessness or disturbance or resistance surface, remember the witness. Recall the wholeness. Let go of all holding. As you let go of holding, you open to the experience of being held. Gradually, the boundaries of the body soften and begin to blur. And now you are held in the cloud of yoga. Now please become aware of the flow of your breath. Gradually begin to deepen it. Take voluntary control of the rhythm. You will gently emphasize the abdomen, expanding and softly dropping the belly. On inhale, the belly expands gently and moves away from the spine. And on the exhalation, the belly softens and moves towards the spine. For the next few moments, continuing to voluntarily shape this diaphragmatic breath in the belly. Abdominal breathing. Very little movement in the chest or the upper back. And for the next few moments, emphasize the continuity of the flow. No pause between inhale and exhale. One flowing into the next. Resolving any involuntary pauses or roughness in the rhythm. Resolving any coarseness or unevenness in the flow. Just a few more moments shaping the breath consciously. And if you notice an imbalance, just relax more deeply. And hold to this idea that as you continue to exhale, each exhalation is an emptying. You abide in awareness, remaining connected or linked to wholeness. And yet you're letting go. Emptying the content of the mind and softening the body. On your inhalations, there's a renewal, a revitalization. Allow your breath to return to an involuntary flow, please, releasing all control of the breath. Just notice if there's any resistance, and continue to allow relaxation to shape the breath. You are no longer the doer, now simply witnessing the body breathe. Continue to allow relaxation to shape the breath into what would be and will be the most optimal rhythm for this moment. I am not the doer. I am the witness to all experience. You have the experience that you are not the breather. You are spacious, whole awareness, experiencing the body breathe. Please bring your awareness to the midbrain now. The midbrain. Relax that space. Relax into effortlessness, wholeness. Effortless awareness in the space of the midbrain. And see or feel a presence as you relax in that space. As you relax, there unfolds as a feeling, perhaps a point of light in that space. Maybe the sensation of the breath. Now same at the center of the throat, all awareness to the center of the throat. Relax. Right shoulder, relax. Sense of presence, point of light in that space. Right elbow, point of light. Right wrist, be effortless. Tip of the right thumb, point of light. Tip of the index finger, relax, just being an awareness. Tip of the middle finger. Ring finger, body moving towards sleep. Little fingertip. Right wrist, point of light. right elbow joint, shoulder joint. Relax presence in that space. Throat center, left shoulder, left elbow joint. Relax. Presence arises from relaxation. Be effortless. Left wrist, tip of the left thumb, tip of the index finger. See, feel presence there. Middle fingertip, ring fingertip, point of light. Little fingertip, be effortless. Wrist, left elbow joint, shoulder joint, point of light. Throat center, awareness there. Heart center, relax. Then the invisible becomes visible. The light at the heart. Right chest, point of light, the breath. Heart center. Left chest, deep in the body. Heart center, the light at the heart. Now, the heart seems to expand as you relax. You continue to be mindful of the heart center, but the feeling of it expands. You are anchored into awareness, wholeness, your eternal ally and guide. Now relaxed and restful in the heart. Also, relax the point between the eyebrows. Now relax the thread or the stream that links the two, the heart and the third eye point, and the thread that links the two. Relax. Right side of the forehead and the heart, the connection. Relax and be effortless, and in time, you'll begin to sense a stream that links them, an energy. Right cheek and the heart, the space that links them. Right side ribs and the heart, and the subtle channel that bridges side ribs to the heart. Right thigh and the heart. Right ankle and heart. The subtle stream that carries the vital force to both points. Left ankle and heart. Left thigh and the heart. Relax, purifying the channel that binds them, that communicates between the two. Left side ribs and the heart. Left shoulder and heart. Left cheek and the heart. Be effortless. Relaxation and awareness. Now, left side of the forehead and heart. Drifting towards sleep. but remaining aware. And finally, the midbrain and the heart. An energy, a presence, a nurturance that links the two. Midbrain and the heart. Now relax completely to see or feel that the heart space is not a specific location, but an experience of pure being. This is the source of awareness, the enduring source of wholeness of self. For the next several minutes or so, rest in the space of awareness, riding on the edge of sleep. Body sleeps, mind sleeps. Awareness remains at the space of the heart, recognizing that this space is not a specific location, but an experience of pure being. Relax into it, trust it. If any mental activity should arise, you let go through your exhalation. Let go of thoughts, memory, and beliefs. Even desire, let go. Rest in the space of the heart. Experience of being and awareness. The more you let go, the more you are held. Let go. Let go. Now please bring your awareness to the crown of the head. And just sense the breath in that space, as though the breath animates, enlivens the space of the top of the head. This is breath as energy, prana, the most subtle expression of breath. 2 breaths at the crown of the head. Then move to the midbrain and be aware of life force filling that space, animating the essence of the mind, the vital, healing, luminous aspect of mind. 2 breaths. Then the throat center. And as you feel the breath in that space, you perceive it as purifying all of the spaciousness in the body. The space that holds all your physical content. It's the container for all of the other elements. Then in the heart, mindful of the force of air or movement purifying the air. The movement of blood. All movement governed by this element in the heart, air element. The navel center, 2 breaths there. It's not that you're even breathing in that space. Just feel the presence of breath there. Fire element. So this is the fire of intellect, mind, physical digestion, and assimilation. The body's metabolism, the heat, the fire. Top of the sacrum, water element. Just reflect on the water element. Liquid, fluidity, nurturing. Finally, at the root center, base of the spine. This is the earth element, the substance of your body. Reground your awareness in your physical substance. First, by resting breath and awareness at the base of the spine. Sensing the breath in that space. And now please bring your awareness to your nostrils. As you breathe in, just see the breath rise through the body. See the breath rise through both nostrils, just sensitive to the airflow through the nostrils and back to the sinuses. As you breathe out, moving through the sinuses back to the point just below the nose. Breath rises up through both nostrils. And then see the breath descend through just the left nostril. In through both channels. And the breath flows out through the right nostril. Let's do it again. In through both channels. Breathing out just the left side. Breathing in through both channels. And breathing out just through the right side. And so now beginning to consciously shape the breath, balance the brain. In through both, out through both. And if you are ready to come back to life, you can begin to breathe down into the hands and feet, or you can stay that gentle sensation of breath through both sides of the nose a few more times. When you are ready to come out, back to life, begin to breathe towards the hands and the feet. As if now you feel the breath in your palms and your arches. It may take a few moments to bring the breath down into the hands and the feet, but do that. If you need to take a couple of extra breaths, that's fine. And then finally take a few moments to reflect on the state that you're in now. What you've cultivated on the interior through your practice, and how you will bring that back with you. To see or feel or even hear how you will bring this experience back with you into the world. Seeing how you want to be after you transition back to your life. And if you sense that there's any kind of residue that exists that you don't necessarily want to bring back with you into your life, then just recommit to your focus of how you want to show up to bring this healing back. Bring this feeling back with you, this healing back with you into the world as effectively as possibly, really optimally. Easing into the extremities a little bit, moving fingers and toes. Rotating at wrists and ankles, just getting some blood flow back into the arms and the legs. Any other movement, any stretching, let's get back into your body. And when you're ready, bend at your knees and roll to a side. Spend a few moments resting on your side in transition. And pressing the palms into the ground, using the strength of your arms. Bring yourself up to sit, finding a comfortable, grounded seat. Evenness through the sitting bones, and energy rooting down through the legs as you find a lightness in the spine. Effortless extension of the spine and the crown of the head up towards the sky. We'll be completing practice with some deep breaths and then 3 rounds of Om. So we'll take 2 rounds of our full Om, and on the 3rd round, I'll remind you to just make the sound at the end. So together, let's breathe in. Exhale, sighing out. Breathing in. Sighing out. And inhaling to our first Om. Now bringing the hands to rest on the heart. Final Om, just the sound at the end, breathing in. Feeling that reverberation, that vibration of the entire universe. You might experience that as the collective consciousness or even God, and allowing that to settle back into your body, into every cell. Pressing the palms together at the center of the heart in a moment of gratitude. A gratitude for this opportunity to breathe together, to meditate together, to witness together, to tap back into the pure essence of your wholeness, completeness, equanimity, and peace.
Namaste.
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 So please feel free to stick around if you want to talk about your experience. Some people like to talk after Nidra. Some people prefer to just sort of float away. So that's completely up to you. If you have any questions, I am here to answer them. And thank you for practicing.
Thank you. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Good. Have you ever practiced Yoga Nidra before?
No, I haven't. So many practices that I want to do. So that was really wonderful. I wish that somebody could carry me to bed.
Yeah, it is really nice when you can do Nidra and then roll right into bed. So just so you know, I do put these, and this is just recent, I'm just getting used to this online format, but I am putting these practices on YouTube. So if you ever want to practice, if the breathing can be a little bit stimulating. So I do the breathing before bed sometimes. But if you want to make sure that you don't stimulate, just fast forward through the breathing and just do the meditation, or maybe do one round of the breathing. But yeah, you can use those recordings and then you can do that and roll right into bed.
Yeah, I thought the breathing, I appreciate hearing, that the breathing can be just stimulating. Maybe that was your word, because it was like a little uncomfortable. And I had heard of Wim Hof, and then I saw him on, Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop Lab.
Yeah.
And it was perfect timing, because it was right as winter was approaching. And so I enjoyed a lot of stuff out there, but it was more, I'm so interested. So I will definitely check out your YouTube channel.
Very, very powerful breathing, really excellent, but it takes a little time to get used to it. And even though I've been doing the Wim Hof breathing very regularly for about 4 years, the first round always feels still uncomfortable to me. And you'll see, I'm always sort of like rubbing something or rubbing my face, or, there's sensation that comes up. It helps you to release a lot of that stuff that's in the body. So some people even like pound their hands on the ground, if you do a lot of rounds, a lot of stuff just starts coming out. So it's very, very powerful breathing. Not unusual at all to feel uncomfortable, especially as you first start to do it. And what it's bringing out is, so we think about adrenaline as being that very activating kind of thing. So it does stimulate adrenaline, but it's not the stress adrenaline, it's the noradrenaline. So it's a little bit different, but one of the reasons why it's so cool to do before meditation is that it does make you a little more alert. So Yoga Nidra is super relaxing. It's very, very difficult to ride on the edge of wake and sleep. Most people, the first many times that they practice it, fall asleep. So the breathing very much helps you to be able to stay present and aware, because your body is really meant to be sleeping. So after a lot of years of practice, I can finally do an hour-long Yoga Nidra and not move at all, and not fall asleep. But that has taken a lot of training.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if you do fall asleep. It's okay.
Yeah, I was so able to appreciate how good the stillness was, and that doesn't always come easily to me.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
it would feel like it's just a different level of ability to do that, which was, I loved it. So I'm super excited. So, I mean, I feel like I've been just sort of following you for a long time, and just shameful that you're not even that far away. And I haven't been to the new studio, and I wasn't at the old studio enough. But one of my favorite pictures of all times happens to be of Lilac having a birthday cake in your space, and like it comes up on my things every once in a while, and I just remember.
Aw, I love her. I mean, I got to see her fairly recently. I think
Mhm.
it
Yeah,
was
I
like
feel like she
in
was here.
Michigan, whenever that was. It was like late winter, early spring.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
and I was in Sedona in March and we were going to try to connect, but that's when that was the weekend that everything went down.
No, I mean, I had for a second thought about going to Sedona because I was talking to Lilac also, and she told me that you were going to be there, and then I saw what you were doing, and Sedona, it was going to be super rushed, but I was like thinking about it for a second, and then I wasn't even sure. I wondered if you actually did you go?
We did go. We got there before the announcement was made. So we were actually there for the whole week. And we did end up teaching, I ended up teaching my 2 workshops at a different yoga studio because they canceled the yoga festival, obviously. So we did, we stayed and we tried to enjoy ourselves and do the hiking and all that stuff. And it was lovely. I'm really actually so grateful to have had that opportunity right before because we were outdoors and just hiking in the most beautiful places.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, and then when we came back, we found out that everything was going to be closing that Monday at midnight was like when the deadline was, and we flew back on Tuesday. So by the time we got back, we had to be closed. So it was a very weird experience, but anyway, maybe next year we'll get a chance to go back. We'll see what happens. But also,
Do you have also, do you have one in like June?
yeah.
Yeah, so I've been looking, or I had looked at that, and I was definitely like, it's on my radar.
Yes.
But
So we're certainly going to have to do an abbreviated
mhm,
thing. We're not exactly sure how it's all going to go down yet. We probably have a couple more weeks before we're going to have all the details of what we can do. We're kind of waiting for the next announcement, but we will definitely be doing something on June 20th for sure. It will
mhm.
just depend on what the rules are. But we hope to maybe do we have I don't know if you know the Accidentals, they're a Michigan band. They're amazing. We have them booked for Friday evening for an outdoor concert. So we'll see. We don't know yet if that's going to happen, but we still want it to.
For which Friday?
The Friday, June 19th.
Okay,
So
so
originally the festival was June 19th, 20th, and the 21st.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
now we're kind of shrinking it down and we'll definitely do something on the 20th. Whether it's very abbreviated or we do a whole day, we don't know yet.
Okay.
But we're still planning that. And if we have to really like cancel most of it, then our intention is to reschedule for September. I think the 3rd weekend, the like 18th and 19th of September. So we're still doing something. I'm just not sure yet exactly what it will be.
Good, good, good. Well, this was awesome. And I feel like over the course of many years, and I don't want to keep you, but I feel like I've, we have had, and maybe I remember we've had exchanges over, I've just reached out to you. So I feel like there's something we're meant to.
That's awesome. Where are you located specifically?
I'm in Granger.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not that far.
No, but I know I've reached out to you and asked if you had Kundalini. And
Oh, yes, that's you. Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, who is it?
I think even before that, I think we had a conversation about maybe Tantra.
Oh, yes, yep, I do remember that.
So you know, like it's funny if you look at the timeline of a person, you know, like what their interests are, like you could sort of like based on, but yes, but so that's been the last few years. So
Well, Yoga Nidra is very steeped in the tantric tradition. So Swami Rama is the one who, if you know, I mean, he's kind of out there, you know, his books are pretty obscure, but he was the one who taught one of my teachers. And then, well, I've taken 3 Yoga Nidra trainings because I love it so much, and 3 very different perspectives on it. So it's my favorite meditation practice. I just feel like if you're really going to try to tap into that universality and to really get to the place of wholeness and oneness and commune with the collective consciousness, this is the way to go. You know, I mean, obviously seated meditation is amazing and also very important, but there's something really special about Yoga Nidra. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, I loved it. So thank you. So
Glad. Yeah, you can check out on YouTube. The YouTube channel is Adri Yoga Muse.
Mhm.
The first letters are all capitalized.
Mhm.
And there are probably 3 or 4 up there right now, nidras that you can listen to.
Awesome.
And yes, and it's really, I'm right now in a 40-day practice of practicing the same nidra for 40 days. And it was given to me by my teacher to do. So I've been super chilled out.
That's so interesting. So what's the significance of 40 days? Because I've been doing this Fists of Fire and it was started as a 40-day, but I think we're like approaching day 39 or something.
Wow.
And I guess I didn't realize what the significance of 40 days is.
I'm not 100%. I can't answer that completely accurately. I can only give you what my understanding is. So I don't know the true answer. I'd have to ask, you know, or like look it up. But my guess is that the 40 days, 40 is a significant number in spiritual practices anyway, the fasting for 40 days and 40 nights and those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But it really, I don't remember specifically how many days it takes to create a new habit, but I feel like it's around 30. And so if you add the extra 10 onto there, now you're really like steep in that work. And what my teacher says is that it becomes part of your DNA, basically. So I can't say specifically why the 40 and not 39 or 41, but I know that it is really to completely embody the practice. So doing, the 40 days of Fist of Fire, that's significant.
Well, I mean, I'm not doing it. I mean, I listen I love the teaching. It's from this meditation studio out in LA, and I love her, what she, but it does make you think about that 40 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the teacher Guramukh? Is that who it is?
No, her name is Tal, Tal.
Okay.
She owns a meditation studio called The Den Meditation, and they're great podcasts and whatever. Good stuff.
I'm overdue for a trip to LA, so.
Oh my God, me too. I talk about it every day, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll happen.
It's wonderful to meet you, even if it has to be via technology.
Well, thank you. And I think that there was something where can I pay you for this session?
Yeah, there's I'm just looking for my puppy. Hold on, Penny. She's just wandering to the neighbors. There's a donation link under all of the classes, and we also have a Venmo. Let me see.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna look it up because I don't really have a very good head for that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like a good yoga teacher. Let's see. It's the collective BH, and then it's a capital T, capital C, and then the B and the H are capitalized. So like the collective BH, and the T and the C and the collective, and the B and the H are capitals. The collective BH. Yep. So you can use one of those mediums if you'd like to donate. We'd really appreciate it.
Awesome.
That's to continue to pay our rent during this time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And it was so nice to see you.
It's nice to see you, and I'm glad we got to connect. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Penny. Penny. Come on, Pen. All right, let's go inside, little ones. Let's go inside, little ones. Let's go inside.